Should I do it? Should I not do it? I want to do it. I don't want to do it. If there's this thing going on within you, this is not only wasting precious energy, but it's also really deteriorating your soul and it's hurting your mind. Hey, welcome back to Nicotine Freedom. My name is Nicholas. Good to see you again. If you're new to the channel, I teach the 533 routine, which is a method that can get somebody's mind ready to quit something. Oftentimes, you might want to quit doing something like a nicotine addiction, and it's very hard because it's almost as if there's two people inside of you. There's the part of you that really likes the nicotine and likes doing it, and then there's the other part of you that's really understanding that we don't want to do this forever. We don't want to be this way forever. We want to change. So there's a battle going on between those two people inside of you, those two ideas. And the 533 routine is how you can win. Because a lot of people are fighting a battle in their mind with those two ideas. And that battle is actually hurting their soul. It's hurting their mind. It's hurting their psyche. And it's making their subconscious mind quite negative and unhealthy. And this restricts a lot of faculties within a human, and it prevents them from loving the ones they want to love. It prevents them from being creative. It prevents them from using their imagination. And furthermore, the most important part, it prevents somebody from using their own willpower. If that battle inside of your head goes on long enough, and if it gets violent enough, you will lose your ability to even use your willpower. You will have a lot of trouble making yourself do things that you know you should do, that you know you want to do, but you just can't make yourself do it. That's what's going on. Let's get started. There is an interesting debate going on, which is to say there is a big group of people, the determinists and others, who say there is no free will. You have no free will. Your heart could stop right now. You could have an aneurysm right now. A plane could literally crash through this roof right now and end all of it. You have no free will. Nothing is in your control. They've taken this understanding and they've taken it to the extreme, and they say that humans have no free will. They have no inherent ability to decide their own fate. And it's because they're using this sort of idea of determinism to its fullest. They're going down to the very neurons. The way you're thinking, the way you think and speak to other people, they could just say, well, that's determined upon how your neurons are structured, how the synapses are firing. It's all out of your control. You don't have any free will. They'll use this debate. And they're right to a degree. But here's the truth. There is the idea of the free will, and then there is the idea of the mental faculty of the willpower. They are different. The philosophy that says you have no free will because everything is out of your control, you can't make your heart beat, you can't continue to make your hair grow, you don't have any power, so nothing's in your control. That's the free will debate. You don't have any free will. I'm going to put a circle and a line through it so that you can actually understand that these people say you have no free will. And then the truth is quite more nuanced than that. You actually have a mental faculty of willpower. You can will yourself to go do something you don't want to do. The minute two good examples that can make you understand what I'm saying here is, say you have the intention of going on a walk or going to exercise and you don't want to do it. Your mind is caught up with other things. You don't want to do it. You can will yourself. You can override that mental activity. You can override it and go on the walk and go exercise. That is the very mental faculty of the will overriding the other mental faculties that are maybe getting in your way of progress. That's one example. The second example is the most powerful. I'm sure you've heard this amazing phrase, thousands of years old, which says, it's not about what happens that matters, it's how you react to it that matters. One more time. It's not what happens, it's how you react to it that matters. That is the most crystal clear example of the mental faculty of willpower. Because as you're going about your day, things are going to happen, triggers are going to occur, you're going to have the urge or the compulsion to use nicotine or smoke a cigarette, or maybe your loved one, your wife or your husband is going to say something that makes you upset because they said something that just triggered your brain. These are all things that are just happening, but it's up to you to decide how you react. That is the mental faculty of the will. You can literally consciously look at what's going on in the environment, look at what's going on in your mind, and consciously decide how you are going to react. That is the most pure version of the mental faculty of willpower. Let me show you what this means. There are the free not to do's, there are the free to do's, and there are the not frees. Here's what I mean. I'm sure you've noticed that there's people that they can smoke a cigarette, they can use nicotine, they can do whatever they're doing, and they don't have any resentment inside of them. They don't regret it. They're just doing what they want to do, and they're at peace with it. They're free to do it. Even if they know it's not good for their health. It doesn't matter. They've already decided it's cool. They're at peace with it. It's fine. They are free to do it. They're the free not to do's, which is what I am now. If I was around nicotine in the past, or if I was around a cigarette, I would have a battle within me. I'd want to do it. This battle means you're not free. Now, I am free not to do. I'm free to just let it go. I'm free not to do the thing. I don't have any internal battle. I don't have any commentary. I'm peaceful. I'm at peace with it. Those are the free not to do's. And then there's you, where I was in the past and where you are now. If I always stress this, and I know I say it a lot, if there is an actual battle going on with it, should I do it? Should I not do it? I want to do it. I don't want to do it. If there's this thing going on within you, this is not only wasting precious energy, but it's also really deteriorating your soul, and it's hurting your mind, and it's ruining your self-image. If you're constantly bringing up cognitive dissonance within your own life, which is to say, if you're constantly doing things that go against your vision of how you want to live, you're literally creating cognitive dissonance. And if you have enough cognitive dissonance in your life, it's going to hurt the very things that you hold dear, like your ability to love others, your ability to love yourself, your ability to be creative and use your imagination, your ability to solve problems, your ability to literally listen to somebody as they're speaking instead of being carried away by your own thoughts. Cognitive dissonance ruins so much about the quality of life. Here's where you are. Admit it to yourself. You're not free. This is the beginning of the end. As soon as you realize this truth, you can go to take action. People take action in many different ways. I will always tell you this, the best way is to do the 533 routine. This is the best way to get your mind out of a rut, and it's the best way to liberate your subconscious mind from an addiction. Where your compulsions come from, where your triggers come from, where your addiction lives, is in your subconscious mind. It's based on your past conditioning of everything you've done and experienced already. Your vision is already free. You can imagine the person you intend to become is already free of nicotine. They don't use nicotine. They're free. They're over here. They're free not to do it. They're at peace with it. You can imagine that right now. Your vision is free of the addiction. But your subconscious mind, your subconscious mind is not free of it. This takes time. It needs to be ready first. People don't quit doing something until their mind is ready. If you are ready, the 533 routine will set you free. It'll create peace within your mind, and it'll start a whole new chapter of your life. I hope you thought this was thought-provoking. I appreciate you coming back. I look forward to hearing your thoughts in the comments, and if you need to contact me, my Patreon is in the link in the description. My email is on my Patreon. Of course, I'll be monitoring to make sure everybody, if anybody has any questions, I'll be here to talk with you. With all that being said, I hope you have a great rest of your week. My name is Nicholas. I'll see you soon. Bye now.